So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you for our 5th edition of the practical skills program we are on. And right about now, we are going to learn how to make briquettes. Many of you have heard about charcoal briquettes, but you do not know exactly what they are. So today, here we are. Feel free, you are going to learn. So for example, these are the materials we have to use first, the charcoal briquettes themselves. See, this is charcoal dust. After using your charcoal, this is the left part here, sample of it. Then this is the sorted one. We try to sort it and get fine particles that we are going to use. This one is not yet all that sorted, so we'll be sorting as we use. Then we also have buckets to use. These are the equipment where we mix from, pour the water. Obviously, this is our jerrycan for our water. Then we have something to use for stirring, mixing the substance. We can use a mingling stick. It's fine. It works better for us. Then we have our binder. There are many things they use for binding, but what we are going to use today is flour. This one. This is cassava flour. So these are our materials. Then the other behind part that you see, that white surface or down on the ground, is where we do what? We display our things after they have been made. We'll be putting there one by one. So feel free, feel relaxed, and trust me, by the end of today or this session, you'll be able to know how to make charcoal briquettes. So here we begin. So here are the steps that we first do. You see, we get our binder, we mix it in cold water first. This is our bucket. We pour in. The reason as to why we mix it with cold water, because when we pour it directly in hot water, it will do what? It will form lumps. So we first mix it with cold water first to make sure there is no formation of lumps. You see, after we've put in our binder mixed with water, this is half a kg. You can make like one basin of our charcoal dust. So after we've mixed, we are sure it will now not form lumps. We add in our hot water. This water in a saucepan is directly from fire right now. So we pour it inside. See how the mixture is? It's like porridge actually. It's exactly porridge. So it is our sticking element. It's the one that helps our particles to stick together. If you make briquettes without using a binder, they will not stick very well. So our binder is ready, guys. This one. This is our mixture, very ready. And this is our sorted material that we are going to use, the charcoal dust. Obviously, we have to put it in a container. If you have enough space, very big space, you can also lay something on the ground where you can mix it from. So after putting it in a container, we then pour in our binder slowly by slowly as we mix them together. So we pour in our container, we mix the binder. Remember, I told you this is what helps our briquettes to our particles. You know, these are charcoal particles, and if they just go directly in water, they cannot be sticky. And if they are not sticky, that means our briquettes will not be of good quality. So we mix in like this. I've told you this is the most rudimentary method that we use, but there are other methods that are on board whereby they use machines, but this one is the easiest that has ever existed, and everyone can do it, though with its challenges, as you see. You have to endure as long as you know what you want. So we keep mixing the substance, the binder, pour in. So after you're mixing, you'll know that it is now ready. How do you know? When you're holding it, when it is not sticking very much in your hands, then you know it's ready to make some balls. So we normally make these round balls because we are not machines. For machines, they even use different shapes. So for us, we can easily make a round one with our hands. So this is how the process goes. You get some amount of it, some quantity, you put in your hands and you keep molding. You see, it's becoming a round ball. But the challenge with this molding is that you have to press it very hard. You know, the harder you press it, the more compacted it becomes, and the more heavier it becomes. This means when it dries, it can easily burn for long on a charcoal stove. But if it is not easily compacted, then it is very tricky. You see, this is already our ball. So that's how we do it. We keep moving like that, slowly by slowly, making different shapes. But here it's our round one. It's not an easy process, but keep making. So you can see, if we are quite many people doing this same thing, we can push and do many things. You see, our briquettes like that. That is exactly what we are making, and the process goes on like this. You press, you have to use energy to compress it, because under normal circumstances, as I've told you, they use a machine, and the machine compresses it very hard, and the product is very compacted and very good when you're using it. So we also try to match with the machines by using our hands to compress it. And that is it. See? Very classic ones. So when those ones dry under normal circumstances, they take 3 to 4 days. That is if there is enough sun. But if the sun is not very good, it's raining, they can even take a week. And there are some other things you can use for drying. Actually, there are some panels that are made in a box shape, so whenever you're drying, you put them together. They are trays, actually. They are trays. You put them on the trays and you display them and they dry. But you can as well as put an iron sheet down or any other thing down, cavera, to protect them from any other kind of interference from the ground, and you dry them. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we make our briquettes that are so good in cooking. They are user-friendly, and they help us reduce on the consumption of charcoal, and obviously they help us reduce on the use of firewood, cutting down trees and all that. So keep with us. As you know, every second and last Sunday of the month. This is our second Sunday, our last Sunday of this month. We're on till December. We thank you guys, and keep sharing with your friends. You could save someone who wants to learn this skill. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.